Hello everybody, and welcome back to the channel for this week's Toolbox Safety Topic video. Before we get started, make sure that you give me a thumbs up down below here to encourage me to make more videos of this type. Also, subscribe to my YouTube channel where you'll find additional videos of this nature, other safety related videos, and leadership training videos. If you find this information useful or helpful, make sure you share it with your colleagues and coworkers. Well, let's go ahead and get started with this week's Toolbox Safety Topic video. Now, I read in the Construction Business Owner website an article by Joe Amara, and it's the 5 core components of an effective pre-task planning analysis. Engaging in daily safety practices can help employees feel more involved in the entire job process. Safe work practices ensure that all employees have a common level of knowledge and are able to perform tasks in the same way. For a contractor, ensuring safety at a work site is the most crucial aspect of getting a job done. When everyone follows safe practices, not only will crews experience few accidents, but also productivity and efficiency will increase. In recent years, there have been a greater involvement of trade employees in the safety process. One of the most effective ways to foster this involvement is through the pre-task planning, which is essential to the success of a construction project and, more importantly, considered one of the most powerful safety tools. A pre-task analysis, or PTP, or pre-task plan, occurs at the start of each day, prior to the beginning of any work, as well as any time the scope of work changes, and helps everyone involved to get on the same page before the day gets underway. The process promotes open two-way dialogue as crew members gather around a sheet or a PTP form to identify and document the potential hazards as well as controls to minimize associated risk. As work progresses, employees are required to report any change in scope of work that may create unforeseen or unidentified hazards. At that time, the crew gathers to reassess, completing the process again to reflect the new scope of work. All employees understand the plan for work, have identified the hazards, mitigated that associated risk, and evaluated the materials and equipment needs. Successful pre-task analysis is contingent on interaction among project crew members. But with a true culture of planning present, contractors can also appreciate the benefits of pre-task planning. There are 5 core components of any effective pre-task planning analysis. Number 1, define the scope of work. A clear understanding of the work assignment is crucial or critical to the day's work. This step requires the crew to review the pertinent documents, e.g. written procedures, drawings, and specifications, before listing the steps to be performed for the day to ensure that the task is clearly understood. On large projects, there may be several crews completing daily work briefings in different areas. For instance, a roughing crew will perform a separate work briefing from a power distribution crew, or a trimming crew, or a demolition crew. Each crew might have a different task, and those might have their own inherent sets of hazards or potential hazards. Number 2, analyze the hazard. Here it is vital for crews to identify situational and inherent hazards or potential hazards. To identify the hazard, each crew member should discuss how someone may be injured while performing the task. Now, examples could include materials being used, equipment or tools being utilized, work locations, crew knowledge, worksite conditions, crew cohesiveness, and a host of other conditions. Number 3, develop and implement hazard controls. Once the hazards have been identified, the crew should then devise solutions to eliminate the hazards by implementing control measures. Specified methods, tools, and equipment might be used to reduce or eliminate the hazards. When the hazards cannot be eliminated, safeguards must be put in place. Examples include the erection of guardrails if work is performed at elevations, or the use of personal protective equipment. Number 4, perform work within hazard controls. This step requires crew members to discuss how work will be performed within the identified hazard controls. Crew members have to carefully think through their tasks so that they are able to satisfactorily address hazards. This may include changing the basic approach to performing the work or by rearranging the sequence of performing the work activities. And number 5, provide feedback and continuous improvement. During this stage, supervisors are expected to regularly review their work processes and provide feedback. Pre-task planning meetings are necessary when changes of the scope of work or hazard control measures occur or subsequent tasks are required. The crew may have a single pre-task planning meeting or several for various tasks throughout a single day. Any changes which result in improved work practices, more efficient procedures, or generally improve how work was conducted should be noted and communicated to employees. Enhance safety, productivity, and efficiency. While toolbox meetings can address policy or compliance issues, often these topics have little or no relevance to the day-to-day activities on the job site. The pre-task analysis is a collaborative process that allows crew members to interact and give feedback on their specific work task on a daily basis. Because the process is done on a whiteboard or a form, it is very easy to update work plans should the crew need to reconvene. The form also serves as a visual reminder for crew members every time they walk past, and it eliminates the administrative burden of piling paperwork that comes with toolbox talks. Implementation of pre-task analysis can help job sites stay more organized and make field employees feel more engaged in their daily task. This awareness and involvement leads to a conscientious and motivated and therefore more productive and safety-conscious crew. Continuously improving the ability to plan at every project will, in turn, continue to reduce accident frequency and severity. All right, boys and girls, that's it for this week's Toolbox Safety Topic video. Thanks for stopping by, and thanks for watching. Make sure that you give me a thumbs up down below here to encourage me to make more videos of this type. Also, subscribe to my YouTube channel where you'll find additional videos of this nature, along with other safety-related videos and leadership training videos. And if you found this information useful or helpful, make sure you share it with your colleagues and coworkers. And until we see each other again, take care of yourself because you're number one. Look out for your coworkers and help ensure their safety. Have a grateful day, and remember, I will see you in the field. All right, I got tongue-tangulated there a few times. Listen, the PTP, I've made several videos about the PTP, and I believe it's the most important tool on the toolbox and on the job site. And if you take these hints that I just described to you and have a real meeting with your guys discussing the hazards, the work, the scope of work, the steps that go along for completing that task and identifying the hazards and how to mitigate those associated hazards, you develop a crew that's all on the same page and ready to perform, and that frees up a lot of management time to perform the logistical tasks that it requires to make a job move along smoothly. Anyway, if you got a particular toolbox safety topic you'd like for me to make a video about, leave a comment in the doodly watts down below there, and I'll see that I can't get that done for you. And if you have a specific question on safety, also leave a comment down below, and I'll get you the resource, and we'll talk about whatever you need to get that satisfied in your mind and the mind of your crew members. If you watch to the very end, I'll leave some more of those Easter eggs in there for you. Anyway, that's it. Thanks for watching. Have a grateful day, and I will see you in the field. Stop recording.